Hey, what up anyone who's watching this is View with Ice, the channel for anime and TV show related content. If you are looking for some great dubbed anime to watch, just continue watching this video. Like, subscribe and press the notification icon to be notified every time I release a new video. In this video, I will try not to include overly popular shows such as DBZ, One Piece, Naruto, My Hero, Cowboy Bebop, Black Clover, Demon Slayer, and shows of that nature. Now, with all of that finished, let's go check out some of the best dubbed anime for you to watch.
Finally, it's my turn to show you what I've got. Do you have any idea what that means for you, Psyche? It means that you're in big trouble.
Psyche is a high schooler who was born with incredible powers such as teleportation, telepathy, superhuman strength, clairvoyance, flight, petrification, and so much more. Powers which make him an OP character and something that you will most likely see in an isekai or an action series, but this right here is a comedy, and a damn funny one at that. With all of these incredible abilities, Psyche tries to keep it low profile, but for some unexplained reason he always inadvertently attracts the attention of other weird characters and always gets into weird situations. The fact that he tries to hide his powers makes it so much more funny because he tends to use his powers anyway to get out of weird situations and also gets into weird situations by using his powers. Psyche is one of those shows where I watched the dub and didn't want to go to the sub because it was so solid. Unfortunately, only season 1 is dubbed, but I would still encourage dub fans to try it out.
1988?
Satoru Fujinoma is a 29-year-old man who possesses an ability he calls revival, which enables him to travel moments back in time. This ability is always activated moments before something terrible happens. This is changed after his mother is killed and his ability takes him 18 years back in his past. Now Satoru is given the chance to save his mother and also save the lives of 3 girls who lost their lives after being kidnapped in that time period. Erased is a 12-episode show that doesn't drag the story, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about it because it keeps you more invested and makes the story so much more impactful. The show's plot is pretty straightforward and in my opinion not very groundbreaking, but it is the execution of that plot that makes this such a great anime to watch. I feel Erased is a must-watch show in sub or dub.
That bastard deserves every bit of that punch! You have no idea what I went through to get here, you dreadable dirt!
Barachan is a story of redemption and growth that follows a professional calligrapher, Seishu Handa. After punching a curator who criticized his work for being unoriginal, his father sends him off on a retreat to a small town in the Goto Islands. This was for Handa to grow and hone his skill and also for things to calm down before he returned home. Handa is a very short-tempered, somewhat gloomy and childish person. He is at first very irritated by the people, but slowly and surely these friendly, exciting and colorful villagers start to have a lasting effect on him. Barachan is a very fun and easily enjoyable show that features decent character development and just a fun set of characters. If you want a smile on your face, this is definitely a show that you should be watching.
Oh man, huh? They did some major damage on you, huh?
Hajimeno Ippo follows a story of a bully teenager that is introduced to boxing. One day after a beating by bullies, Ippo gets saved by a boxer, Mamoru Takamura, and he takes Ippo back to the gym he trains at to look at his injuries. This is when Ippo's talent for boxing is realized after Takamura suggests that he hit a sandbag in an effort for him to vent his frustrations. Our protagonist is at first hesitant to become a boxer because he is quite shy and he is the only one that helps his mother, but after he had some time to think about it, he starts his journey as a boxer. The show is very straightforward and features a cast of very enjoyable characters which you will not easily get bored with. I have watched the show about 3 times now and each time I have gotten goosebumps, which just goes to show you how great of a show this is.
As long as you remember that this world is only what you choose to make of it.
Kimihiro Watanuki is a high school student with the ability to see spirits. Spirits and the supernatural are also attracted to him. You could say he's cursed by this ability because all he wants is to be rid of this nuisance that has been plaguing him for all of his life. One day, in an attempt to get away from one of these spirits, he seemingly by coincidence stumbles onto a wish granting shop. The owner of this shop is a witch named Yuko Ichihara. She offers to grant Watanuki his wish but for a price of equal value. Since he has nothing to give, he becomes her employee and does odd jobs around the house and often goes on supernatural and spiritual errands for her. The show could be described as a dark fantasy, but it's actually very funny at times. That mix of comedy and these dark and interesting supernatural adventures is exactly why you should be watching this show, and that is also why I have watched the show multiple times.
You serial killer Jack the Ripper.
If you like Fire Force and have not yet watched Soul Eater, I am sure that you will most likely love this show. Soul Eater and Fire Force are created by the same person and shares a similar feeling, although being very different from each other. The show revolves around a group of students attending a school for demon hunters. Each hunter is paired up with a partner or partners who transforms into a weapon that the hunter wields for fighting. The foundation of the story focuses on Maka and Soul and their mission by collecting the souls of 100 evil humans and one soul of a witch to turn Soul into a death site for their headmaster, a Shinigami, to use. That is just the basis of the anime, as there is so much more Soul Eater has to offer. The show is comedic, fun and full of action with interesting and entertaining characters that will easily carry you through all 51 episodes.
I got it!
Golden Boy follows the adventures of Kintaro away. Kintaro is a freelancer who gave up university and instead chose to explore Japan. During his adventures, Kintaro meets multiple attractive women and he always has a terrible first impression, but always manages to have a lasting effect on these women. Golden Boy is essentially a sex comedy, but the comedy is the standout point in the anime. The manga is a completely different story. The reason why I love this show so much is because it is so funny, from the hilarious facial expressions to the crazy and stupid situation that Kintaro always finds himself in. Golden Boy is a 6-episode show that is guaranteed to make you laugh every single episode. Yet again, we have another story of a bully teenager, and just like Hajimeno Ippo, this is one of my favorite anime shows of all time. For most of his life, Kenichi Shirahama has been a victim of bullying, and in an attempt to get stronger, he joins the karate club, but things doesn't go as he wanted because he is turned into a punching bag by the club members. But everything changes when he befriends the new transfer student Miyu Furinzi. Kenichi's desire to become stronger and his new friendship leads him to the dojo of Ryuzanpaku where Miyu lives. This dojo houses masters with a variety of martial arts. Kenichi becomes the disciple of these great masters and also gets guidelines from Miyu, and this enables him to defeat his first bully. And now, after his first victory, more bullies and gangs want to fight with him, and now he has to get stronger, but the training is not easy because these masters put Kenichi through the most rigorous training you have ever seen. Kenichi not being naturally gifted makes the training even more difficult, and at the same time makes it funnier to watch. Kenichi the Mighty Disciple is a mixture of martial arts and comedy that blends very well, and for 50 episodes always manages to keep a smile on your face, while also leaving you satisfied as you see the main protagonist grow. People who love the growth of weak characters will definitely enjoy this show.
If it's heads, you fight each other. But if it comes up tails, you forget about the fight and you both come with me.
And now for an anime that is regarded as one of the greatest anime of all time, Samurai Champloo. The show follows Fu, Jin and Mugen's journey across Japan in search of a samurai that smells of sunflowers. This journey is started when Fu saved Jin and Mugen from execution. Fu is a teenage girl in search of this samurai, but she cannot travel across Japan alone, so she trapped Jin and Mugen to accompany her as her bodyguards in her quest to find this mysterious samurai. Samurai Champloo is an anime with deep Japanese roots, but it also pulls on Western culture with a hip-hop themed music, and it also can be seen in Mugen's breakdance-like style of fighting. The anime features beautiful choreographed fight scenes and great animation that still holds up to this day.
Done with you now. You've given us what we wanted.
Dutch, this is a pain in the ass. I say we kneecap.
Now for one of my all-time favorites, Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is such a naturally great anime in dub that a lot of people actually prefer the dub over the sub, and that is something very rare to happen in the anime community. The show has a very in-your-face story, a story that follows the Lagoon Company, who are a band of mercenary pirates who smuggle goods in and around the seas of Southeast Asia. The home base of this group is in the city of Rowanapur, which is a city filled with violence, thugs, and anything criminal that you can think of. Black Lagoon is just a straight up no-nonsense crime drama filled with cigarette and gun smoke. The show has a very westernized feel, which could also be why the English dub is so befitting for the show, one of the few anime in this world where dub is king.